Welcome back to the journey back home. This is episode 2. I'm Donna. If you have not seen episode 1 yet, make sure you take a look at that video. I am on a journey back home to being who I was created to be. And I thought I would do these quick little updates of how I am progressing on my journey back home to myself. So thank you for coming along with me. I would love for you to hit the thumbs up and so subscribe, share, comment, and leave me some comments below of how you're doing on your journey of maybe rediscovering yourself, or maybe just shedding all of that persona, all of that personality of who you try to be, who you really aren't. Things that you're doing to put yourself as a priority. I really am trying to get to put myself as a priority as far as physical health goes, and mental, spiritual, emotional health. So I'm working on myself on those areas. So anyway, if the last episode, go back and watch it. You can hear more about that. And I just wanted to give an update. So here's the first thing I did. I said I was going to do this, and step 1 was to set up a physical, get a physical done, because I haven't done it in years. And I did do that, and I came out pretty good, pretty good. And I had some blood work done, which actually, for the first time in my life ever, it showed that I had high cholesterol. Now, that's not something that I have ever dealt with. I have never had anything come back on a blood test that showed anything above numbers or whatever. So, of course, I was kind of upset about that because I work out, I exercise. It's been my lifestyle, it's been my life. And I I really don't eat real poor. I mean, I do have things that I like my pizza on Fridays. I have a slice of pizza on Fridays. I didn't expect it, but I did know that there's something going on with hormones. My body told me that. Do you know, if you listen to your body will tell you that. And I heard the hormones. So I knew something was out of balance, and which was one of the reasons, besides some other physical issues, that I wanted to get checked out. And so I knew something was off balance. So the doctor's advice was to eat a low-fat diet and exercise. I said, what? What? So yeah, I'm going to look into that a little bit more, and that number will go down back to normal. I have no doubt about that. But I really do believe, and I've said it before, and I know for me personally, my issue is stress. And when I used to pride myself before, I think, on being a not so stressed out person, I am in circumstances now for the past 4 years, 4 or 5 years, that have gone. And when I look back, actually go through, I think once you reach my age, I'm 68, once you get to be that age, you can look at things along the years, that will show you, oh yeah, that was a really stressful time. Oh, that was a really, really stressful time. So of course it's life, but in the last 4 years, it's been more constant. And I feel like it's an obstacle, I hate to say obstacles, because all these things are used in our lives to make us better. And so I feel like the stress that I'm under is something that I have to overcome. I could be very wrong about that, but is something that I need to overcome, and for myself, prove to myself that I can do it. Because I know there are areas in things that I'm going through with my mom, especially in suffering with dementia, which is a really very sad thing to see somebody go through. But there are behaviors that occur with that make it very difficult for the caregiver. So I know my problem is stress, and I am on a mission to overcome that. But in the meantime, there are some physical things that have occurred. I'm sure some of it because of aging, but I don't want to use that as the main excuse because I know that that can also be overcome as well. I'm a dancer, I exercise, I walk. And so I want to be, like I said in episode one, I want to be the best shape that I could ever be in. So that was the number one thing I did. And also I am, and I never did this before either because I never had to, was I'm counting calories. I have an app on my phone. And I was kind of encouraged by that because I looked at the app. They're putting me on so many calories a day, and what I'm actually eating as far as my diet goes is already, I've been kind of really close to that. So I was kind of encouraged with that. And I'm logging my steps, and I have to watch myself though, because I can become obsessive with it. So I'm watching that. So the next thing that's happening is I am going to be going and if you haven't seen this yet, you will soon. Please go watch it. My interview with Michelle Malik from Hope in Wellness Center. Um, Hope and Healing, excuse me, Hope in Healing Wellness Center, who works with bioenergy. And I am going to work with her to discover any trapped emotions, stuck emotions, and to work through them. So I'm looking forward to that. Listen to that podcast if you haven't had a chance to do that yet and learn about that. That is the medicine of what they talked about. The future is here now. And so I'm really excited about that because that's my field that I'm working in now with dance, is helping people through movement, to be able to move those through trauma and to restore and move those stuck and trapped emotions and offer another way for people besides talk therapy or in addition to that. So I'm excited because you know what? As we go through things ourselves, we are able to help others. And that's really what my mission is right now, from now to the end of my life. So I believe that's the next thing I get started with that next week. I'll give you an update on that. I'm disappointed because my weight did not go down since the last time I was at the doctor for my foot, and that was about a month. Although she told me that I am in the average for my age, I'm not happy with it. I'm, of course, as many women who are postmenopausal or, have my age going through the whole midsection thing. I never, ever, as a dancer, ever had that. And so that has bothered me for a number of years now, and I'm working on it, and it's going to go. So I do intermittent fasting. I've done that for numerous years. I think I need to try to do some of the longer fasts as well, do a detox. And so, yeah, I am continuing to do my breathing exercises and meditations in the morning, and I want to be able to use those um, techniques, the breathing and thinking before I respond to certain behaviors. Um, yeah, and watching the words that I put out too. So anyway, tell me what you're doing, what's going on in your journey, what's worked for you in any of these areas that I'm talking about. And I will be back with episode 3 and let you know how I'm progressing, especially after that bioenergetic work, the energy work. I'm so excited for that. So look into that. Anyway, thank you. Don't forget, please like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the notifications bell so that way you know when the next one's coming out. All right. I wish you well. I wish you blessings. Ciao.